what's happening in schools. Are children being taught to transition in schools?
In Czech schools, there is no official curriculum which teaches this ideology, but in 2019, there was this case of a sexologist that visited a primary school in Prague to explain what being transgender means, because she had to explain why a male classmate is now going to be female and have a female name. But then a parent complained about this to the Czech school inspectorate, which agreed with the parent. But on the other hand, many big sexologists in Prague and Czech Republic were in support of the school and the invited sexologists. So for now, there's no official curriculum, but I fear that there might be soon. And when it comes to how trans children and teenagers are treated in schools, it depends. Some schools refuse to allow males to access female locker rooms and restrooms, and others accommodate trans people by giving them a separate space. But I haven't heard of allowing males to go into female spaces, which is a good thing. And when it comes to Vietnam, many schools don't even have proper sex education. And that's the reason why we have one of the highest abortion rates in the world. So education on LGBT issues is even rarer, although now there's more LGBT organizations which are trying to organize this.
So in the national curriculum, it says basic education raises awareness and understanding of gender diversity. This is from 2014. And on the website of the Finnish National Agency for Education, it says gender equality includes gender diversity. That is the idea that there are more than two genders or two sexes. This is from 2020. And in a guide for promoting gender equality in basic education is written, gender-sensitive teacher knows how to support the student in self-defining their own gender in the different stages of the process. And there was a chapter in a textbook on ethics where there was a man giving birth. And in general, there's this organization called Sept, which is the official LGBT organization of Finland, and they are very much lobbying in politics. They and other organizations, and they are now also I don't know how to say it in English exactly, but there's a lobby group in the parliament that is now trying to affect on the Finnish lawmaking.
In Bolivia, education based on religion predominates, which is still inherently linked to Catholicism. Issues that we have not been able to separate even through the state secularism has been demanded. Even so, there are educational television shows for kids that promote transgenderism as a dogma in terms of the reaffirmation of gender stereotypes. This is the case of a kids show called Pika, which has been insisting of the presentation of trans-friendly content and broadcasting episodes such as Coming Out of the Closet in 21st Century, in which they talk about binarism, trans self-identification, and trans emotions. Shows like this make us question what does transactivism suggest for our youth. The fact is that the media is busy with a certain recruitment and is teaching and romanticizing autogenephilia. Next, please, Joe. This is Chris Erges, a trans activist, talking about sexuality to kids and one of these shows. At the list, there is a little girl at the last picture you can see.